not a genius. What does all those things? Somebody say if you take the IQ test, like the IQ test is how you test if you're a genius. The IQ test, the score. They brought the test for me and I asked them who created this test. Let's start from there. Who created this IQ test? Who created it? If somebody created the IQ test, that person is supposed to be the most intelligent human being that ever lived. But that is how it works. If you're going to create a test that I would take, the assumption is that you on the creation end of things have people figured out now to be able to access my performance. Abi? A teacher sets a test, they know 100% of the answers of the tests that they set. Abi? Then the student takes the test and does well, but gets 60% of the mark or 70% of the mark. But the teacher knows 1000% of the thing. And from what he knows, he now sets a test to check how much the student understands of what he taught. Abi? So who sets the IQ test that we are taking and calling ourselves geniuses or not? Intelligence, all those things are they are all subjective. All subjective. Everybody that's ever lived showed up just like you showed up, with no manual. There's no life manual. Every great book that has been written is a man that wrote it, including the Bible. I don't want to talk about the Quran because I don't know the Quran as much. But the Bible that I know is men that wrote the Bible, inspired by, but it's men that wrote the Bible. So you see the gospel according to Saint Mark, then Saint Matthew. They are telling the same story, but according to their own. That's what that means. So Matthew is saying his point of view on the matter. Then Mark came and said his own. Then Luke came and said his own. So the gospel according to this person, the gospel according to this person, the gospel according to this person. So that why do we need Mark and Luke won't have Matthew? Why? It's because there's imperfection in every work a man is involved in. That's yes. So the genius guy is imperfect. Let's even assume somebody takes the IQ test and scores the whole mark. That person is still an imperfect person because the test was built by a man. It was built by us now. We are the ones that built the IQ test to use and access ourselves. And the fact that a man built it means that test is fault. Just default. So the conversation about who is genius, who is not genius, this person is more intelligent than this person. It all depends on gifts, calling, talents, purpose, where you are. What Lionel Messi does on the pitch with his legs, those legs don't move by themselves. The motion of the leg and what happens to the footballers that come to take the ball from him, all of that is supplied from his brain. It's his brain. Anybody can kick a football now, but you can't do it like Lionel Messi. Now, why? Are your legs taller than his own or shorter or smaller or bigger? It's not his legs. What the leg is doing is calculated from the brain. And the person who is coming to get the ball from him also has a brain with legs and even talents. So he's thinking in his own head and in the person's head, and now then outthinks the person and then makes his legs move faster than the person. Who reacts to be able to treble the person the way he does. So if you're listening to me, don't know Messi, go and just pick a clip. Remove the board. I know people, people are doing you call it soccer. It's football, though. It's not soccer, listen. It's football. Just go on YouTube and I don't know where you're listening to this from. Wherever you're listening to it from, go on YouTube, just type Messi highlights or something. You won't be bored, I promise you. What that man does with his legs gives you an idea that he's a genius in the brain, because it's the brain that is supplying the electricity that is making those muscles twitch and make the bone of the leg move. So that's a genius, Abi. Until you now bring something for him to read. Now you say he's a dummy. So which one is correct? Is he a genius or is he a dummy? Are you seeing that everybody was born a genius? We were all born with gifts. But certain gifts may not be monetizable or publicizable at certain times, in certain seasons. But we all are born with gifts. People are playing soccer. They are playing video games and making billions in your currency and millions in dollars. Cash. They call them streamers. Video game. What used to be drop the game and be useful to yourself. It's now what is changing people's lives. Do you understand? 5 years ago was not the case. 10 years ago was not the case. But in recent years, you know, so yes. So it's all interest. There's something that does not feel like work to you. There's something to do for hobby, and somebody else will only do it when they pay them. Check. You're the genius at that thing. So all of us are geniuses. Don't mind the teacher that told you that he set a test in class. Whatever the test, name of the test is this plus this minus that. Figure out if this minus this is that. Even that one, solving mathematical problems and solving life problems. Certain people are gifted at it more than others. Yes. Yes. Or certain people are prepared. That's even another thing. A lot of students that do well in school are the ones that are prepared for the tests. You didn't prepare, you went there and failed it, and you say you're not intelligent. Yes, now. You know, so the word genius is the word we created. So whether it's a word was decided to, I don't know whether it was intended to control people. I don't even know. But it's such a pointless word. Everybody's a genius. You know, or you can argue on the other end of the spectrum and say nobody's a genius. So what does it make the word? Of what use is the word then? You know, what will bring you where you are? There are certain places where you make people put their hand on their head. There are certain things you do. You may be gaming. You may be, and people are giving you standing ovation without you can maybe singing. You know, people are carrying their hand on their head like, wow. You know, for some people it's playing pool. You know, the game that they play on the table is a cue ball. Certain people are dead with it. And you're wondering, how come somebody talented to play? Because they can go and make a lot of millions doing that. You know, right now, because of what social media can do. And now the person is a genius, Abi. What is Mr. Beast? The genius YouTuber in quote. What's he doing? What are all those videos creating? What use are all those videos of? What are all those saying? I went to this. I went to do this. Some people argue that thing is brain rot content. And others argue it's a genius. So which one is correct? Yeah, so, you know, the genius thing is all of us are geniuses. That you decided to sit on your own talents. It's in the Bible now. They may not execute it, but they planned that after going to school, they will take the certificate that's given to them and give it to their parents. You know, imagine that about it. Your parents said you to school because you didn't want to do that, but they already have. You don't want to embarrass your parents and say no to them, so you show up in school. You know, and I don't know. I got a call. I don't know if the life was interrupted. You show up in school and you're angry throughout school. You try not to drop out. And when you finish, you take the paper and give it back to your parents. Imagine how hot, even the hot of dropping out will be lesser than the hot they will feel. Like, what are you going to do with the paper? You know, that's exactly how you look when you sit on your talent and say it doesn't amount to anything because of your sense organs. That's the problem. We are looking at other people with the eyes. You're looking at Messi, your saliva is coming from your mouth. You're looking at Michael Jackson, you want to dance like him. You're looking at Michael Jordan. See what these different people doing different things. Imagine Messi was looking at Michael Jackson and was trying to dance. Imagine Michael Jackson was looking at Michael Jordan and was trying to play basketball. Do you see? And guess what? Michael Jackson may like basketball. You know, but he's not gifted at it. He's not gifted when he's on the stage. He's a genius. He comes to the basketball court. He looks like a nobody. Then Michael Jordan goes to the football pitch to play ball. Look, see how he will look. Then Lionel Messi goes to the stage to dance and perform. See how he will. Do you see what's going on? So every time you look like a fool, you know, You are a Lionel Messi on a stage trying to perform, to sing and dance. That's what was happening. You are like fish on land. Fish does not belong on land. It's in water it belongs. You are given a gift. I don't think I have. That's another thing and people argue. I don't think I have any gift. I don't think that anything I know how to do. I don't think. And this is how you find your gifts. Go around your hobbies. And the key word or the key phrases, that thing you will do for free, plus that feels like work to others, but doesn't feel like that to you. Sometimes what that gift is not something you can make money with. That's one thing you need to pay attention to. But who is to say that you can't make money doing something? Who is able to say that? Maybe you've not thought deeply about it. For some people, it's something as common as solving problems. Some people have, me, like myself, yes, I have the capacity to look at life's problems and untangle it. There are certain people that they call special advisors. There's even now, there are even offices like that, say special advisor too. I'm a natural special advisor, naturally. I have the capacity to look at your problems and solve it for you. 100%. Problem, I was not there when you created it. Just tell me the story. Tell me exactly. Give me details. Ask you questions. I'll give you. It's a gift. I've done it for people over the years, over and over repeatedly. It's a gift. That I can figure out how to monetize. So something as common as that. We're looking at all the wrong places. You think you must be a rapper. You think you must play cricket. Or you must be a game you play for you to. You're looking at all the wrong. Look at yourself. Don't look outside. You're looking around. Next thing you're thinking gaming is the talent now because it's trending or streaming. You're looking at the wrong. You look at you. Look at yourself. Where are all those times you felt special? What did you that you did that made people say wow? And then you felt very special. What was it you did? Yes. Now you're getting the clue. The things that make your heart race. Put all those things together. You're a genius. You that listen to this, like, you can argue with yourself, but you're a genius.